Hey guys, Nick Espinoza, your Chief Security Fanatic here, and today we are talking about encryption. Now, we all know what encryption is. It basically secures our data while it's either at rest in our computers or devices or while we're moving across the internet. And it helps protect us from hackers and other prying eyes from those we don't want to see our data. Now, this also includes the government. And this is where we have the problem, because many law enforcement agencies from the local, state, and federal level, not to mention state and federal governments, are not big fans of encryption, primarily because in law enforcement states that encryption can basically make their job significantly harder, which in some cases it's true. Let's look at the San Bernardino shooter a few years back. The FBI literally went to Apple to see if they could get Apple to break their own encryption system so that they could get into the San Bernardino shooter's iPhone. And Apple obviously refused, because if they break it for that, they're breaking it for literally millions of people worldwide. And encryption is basically our right. It allows us to keep our own data private. And while it makes law enforcement harder, we have a constitutional right to privacy from prying eyes, which also includes the government. And as a result of this, a lot of local, state, and federal governments have tried to either weaken encryption systems or prohibit the sale of advanced encryption systems to general consumers. Now, 4 representatives in Congress, 2 Democrats, 2 Republicans, put forth a bipartisan bill in 2016 to ensure, it's called the Encrypt Act, to ensure that governments, whether it's local to federal, would not be able to prohibit the sale of encryption systems to consumers or businesses or anybody, as well as making sure that we are not intentionally weakening encryption systems. Now, that got shelved for a while, but it is back on the docket, and with all the recent calls for local governments and state governments to start weakening encryption systems, we are finally starting to see traction in this, and hopefully it's going to pass really soon. So keep an eye out for it, because your state might be one of the ones that is trying to take away your right to privacy in this form. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, guys.